Gonna be a busy boy fixing all this up. I might be 50 by the time it's done. What do you reckon, helps? I'm not quite 50 yet. Hello and welcome to the few extra people that have turned up. That was quite a surprise over the last week. I think we have 41,000 subscribers, and 5 days ago we had 14,000 subscribers. So welcome to all of you guys, and welcome to the guys that have been with us for years now, the patient ones. I'm trying to recreate the shot that I made, good Lord, 3 years ago, nearly 3 years ago. So if I pan that way, you can see the house. And if you pan this way, wow, okay. Sneaky peek of what to expect over the next few weeks. Helen is just over there. Hello, my darling.
Hello.
And welcome to our empire of dirt.
Still here.
We haven't moved in yet, have we?
No, but the dirt has been moved around. Some of it is in places we want it to be now. Some of it still not. Dirt has been cleared and then new dirt has been dug up.
That's true.
From other places.
Dirt has been removed so other dirt can be removed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that we should take a very quick tour around everything. Then we are going to show you something that we actually did this week, which is clear the top mezzanine. Something that technically is still ongoing as we speak. We get that wrapped up today. So this video today that you're going to see on Sunday is very much up to date. And then we're going to go back maybe 6 weeks to kind of show how that got to its current state. Let's do it.
So this is the hallway. We're going to widen this slightly and put in a new staircase. So come on into the salon. This will be our lounge.
Eventually.
So as you can see, it's a nice big space. We've got an amazing view from the window.
A proper amazing view.
Oh yeah, it's going to be incredible to sit here on the sofa along this wall.
Please excuse the mess.
Yeah, not cleaned up after breakfast yet. This is the kitchen. It was 2 rooms originally, and we've knocked out a wall here. And so this side will be the dining area. And then over on this side, we'll have the main kitchen with an island. And there's another door out from the kitchen just over here. But again, beautiful views. I can imagine us sitting here, having our long French lunches, looking at that view.
Listening to the water.
These are the things that sold this house to us and that keep getting us through all these hard times.
Right, I'm going to take you guys through to here and I'll explain this bit that's going to be in here. So we actually have many entrances into the property, and this is one of them. So this is going to be a set of double doors here. Pay attention to that red brick building as well, because that's also going to be part of it. So that will be essentially really where we are going to be walking in the most. And so we'll come in here, we'll take off our boots and bits and bobs like that. There'll be a knock through into that little red brick area there. There's going to be a downstairs shower and toilet in there. So when we have dogs again, we're just going to be able to take the dogs in there and wash them and do everything like that. And then we will come up through into our kitchen and stuff like that. This set of stairs will be gone, and this set will be retained, and there'll be a new floor that basically goes in around about where the windowsill is, and that room up there is going to be the plant room. So it'll have the boiler and all the other things that a house needs to run that you want kind of like kept away from the day-to-day stuff. Right, should we go upstairs?
Yeah. We'll go through to this side first. Again, we've taken down the walls in here, but eventually this will be where the boys' bedrooms and the family bathroom are. So this window here will be Max's room. Then here will be the family bathroom, and I'm really looking forward to getting a lovely freestanding bath right here in the window, so that again we can really take those views in. And then next to that will be Charlie's room, with a corridor coming down here to let everyone into each room.
In that little space there, I'm going to build a mezzanine bed for Max. And so underneath there's going to be a cheeky little door that goes into that plant room that I mentioned downstairs. So this is the new roof that we did and finished last year in all its glory. The only thing that needs to happen to there is the insulation needs to go in underneath, and obviously some plasterboard. Some of you guys will remember all of that being cast in the winter time a couple of years ago. So here we go. I'm going to take you through the corridor, such as it is at the moment, and give you a view running through here. So the staircase, the new staircase, will have another set that runs up here to get up into the attic. And I'll let Helen take over so she can talk about this space.
So this space will be the master suite, so it'll be our bedroom. And obviously it's a lovely big room. We'll have 2 big windows letting in all the lights. And over on this side will be the ensuite bathroom for the suite. And these stairs here will be taken out, because we obviously have the main set of stairs over here. Mm-hmm. But for now, we'll go up using these stairs.
There used to be a loo in here. We used to call this the place the loo with the view, because it's a lovely, lovely view. So we have decided to put the shower in here. We'll put the shower tray in there, unfrosted glass, so the whole of rural Normandy will be able to see us shower.
We just let everyone know that that's where to come if they want to see the show.
Yeah.
Right, let's go on up. Bit darker up here, not such big windows, but a lovely roof space. And this first part will be our office. And then as we walk through, we'll put a bathroom in here.
No, well, the stairwell is in here.
Oh yeah, the stairwell's here, and then the bathroom is on this side.
So this is actually going to end up being like quite a lovely big spare bedroom with a spare bathroom, isn't it, eventually?
Yeah, the spare guest room is going to be here. So
yeah, I'm going to just walk you guys through, just so you can see. We had a chimney here that's been replaced, that's been removed. And here is the view from the top windows. So, without further ado, should we take you guys downstairs and out into the grounds so we can show you what's been happening there?
Get a little peep out of the terrace from there.
Yeah. This is the current thing. This is what you guys are going to see later on, moving a whole bunch of earth and dirt and stuff like that in order to make a nice little garden for us to grow things.
Right, if you want to follow me through to what we call the terrace, or sometimes the mezzanine. Come on up the stairs.
So the eagle-eyed among you may spot we have wild strawberries growing here. They are tiny but delicious. Mm.
There's a door out here to the road, which we will reinstate. And we've just been clearing this area and discovered these steps here. And the plan is for this to be our vegetable patch or potager. So that's kind of my domain. So I'm looking forward to getting stuck into that.
I think Hells is going to be giving you guys a proper full tour with all of her plans in a few weeks' time. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Maybe 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. Yeah, and so you will find out what the green-fingered part of this this channel is up to this year.
Yeah. We'll be putting a fence here, obviously, because there's a drop down there, which Rich will show you down to the river.
What do you reckon? 10 foot?
Yep.
Something like that? Yeah. Definitely a point where you might break something if you fell down.
So that second level will also be cleared, and we'll see if that is a good place to grow fruit and veg too.
There's a wall, obviously, that forms here that it's just going to basically get all of the sun. We get the sun rising here, goes all the way around and sets over there. So we are almost directly south facing all the way through here. So we think it might be like a really good place to grow stuff.
Yeah, well, we're going to try. Sometimes with gardening, you've got to try stuff, and then if it doesn't work, we can move it elsewhere. But that's how it goes, as you gardeners will know. And it's also worth pointing out up here. Can you see the rock up in the behind me? That is La Roche, which is what the Moulin is named for.
Yeah. And I guess the only thing to talk about here is that this actually used to be a building at one point, believe it or not. I'll show you here. There was a window at one point. We can see that because there's a reveal here. And we are going to put a lintel over here, and we're actually going to put a little window in here. So people that do their walks through here, we do get a lot of people walking past, they're going to have a little window so they can look through a petit vue of the situation. So yeah, today you'll see us remove the last bit of this, and then that'll be my kind of work done here, and it'll be over to Hells.
Looking forward to that.
Other things that we can show you from here are essentially the boundary of our property. So about 5 or 6 meters beyond this wall, which used to be part of a building, is the boundary that runs through. We also have a little slither of land here. It goes to a tiny point here, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as it goes down through. And it kind of matches all the way down through, getting bigger and then going back to smaller. The island that you can see here, all the way down through, that's all part of ours. And also, just beyond the wall here, there's another strip island that runs through, which we also own. Should we go and show these guys?
Yeah, let's do it. In front of the house, we've got the Leat, which is the channel that's been made to service the water wheel, which was further along. I will show you in a second. Most of these trees are going to come down along here, just because most of them are the kind of coppice trees. You can see they've just been left to do what they want to, and they're growing out of the banks, so we kind of need to tidy it up a bit. But I'm looking forward to planting up some of the banks along here and having maybe some irises and water plants growing along there. Get rid of these brambles, our constant fight. And here we have it, what's left of the mill workings.
Right, here we are. Here is the wheel, or what's left of the wheel. It's an unusual one. It's not your classical kind of like vertical wheel that goes around, an overshot or an undershot wheel. This would have been a horizontal turbine. So as you can see, that's steel there and this steel there. I've been talking to a local chap, and he has told me that this would have basically had wooden planks all the way through here, and this whole point here, the whole point of the Leat, would have risen up as much as it could for capacity, and then they would have turned it on, and the force of the water would have turned the turbine, which would obviously would turn the axle, which then would have driven all the belts for the entire building. So, one other thing to tell you, you see that arch there? And can you see that arch there? Any of you guys have any idea what they might be for? We're going to take you over there and explain. In the grass, this is what we found. These are all the bits and bobs that we could save. There was basically a big pile of oak beams and things and stuff when we first arrived here. It was buried amongst the jungle.
Yeah,
it was crazy. Yeah. So I'm going to very slowly walk around here. Can anyone guess what used to be here? Answers on a postcard. Okay. There used to be a 3-story mill that probably had a square meterage of each floor of maybe 300 square meters, something like that. I can't think of what that is in Freedom units. I'll get back to you on that one. I'm just so used to meters. So those 2 arches were where the walls of the building used to go. And that building used to go all the way up to the stone wall here. Obviously, the barn, as we're calling it, just wasn't there at that point. Dad and me, we actually filled in up there where there used to be a big set of double doors. So they would have had access from the road onto the first floor. And yeah, it was a very, very big place.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine now because it all feels like it's so, you know, covered in nature. But all of this really was, there were buildings and people were going about their business. It was a massive factory.
Yeah.
So yeah, very different.
Very, very different. And also one other thing to mention, some of you might be wondering what this is. This is where Chops was laid to rest. So the day that he died, we buried him here. And this oak tree that you see here, we call it the impossible oak because once upon a time that oak tree was growing halfway up from the wall here. So when we demolished that wall to rebuild the barn, we decided to take the oak and plant him here. So one day there is going to be a mighty oak to remind us of the mighty Chopper. As you can see, what a beautiful building, hey?
Yeah, it's going to be good.
It's going to be good. We promise one day. We're not giving up. We're going to do this.
Yeah.
Just keep on watching. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
I must say, actually, that all of you guys that have arrived recently have given us a fighting chance of actually getting this done. The more people that we get watching this, frankly, the more money that we can make, and that will actually allow us to complete this. So if you could, please like and subscribe, maybe share as well, because that really, really does help us out. If we can get this channel to 100,000 people, then we can actually concentrate on doing this full time, and
Yeah.
that would be truly amazing, wouldn't it?
It would be fantastic.
Yeah.
It really would. I love this little area because it's really kind of like a woodland spot. There's lots of moss, there's loads of different plants growing. So we'll try and keep that as natural as possible, I think.
Regular viewers will know what happened here. Snowstorm in November took out so many trees. They're on my list to do, but
The long list.
yeah.
I think this is one of my favourite spots in the garden, in the place really, where the Leat meets the river. So here's the small island. There's a runway just to get over to it. At the moment, we're avoiding going over there because I don't know if anyone will recognise it, but that huge plant there that looks dead is actually Japanese knotweed, and it's a really invasive plant, so we need to find a way to tackle it. And We just don't have the time right now, so it'll be something we do when we move here.
We've essentially banned the kids from going over there because apparently it's like a little sliver of the live bit of it that can go on your clothes, and that's all it takes and it will start spreading elsewhere. So
Yeah.
it's quite pernicious. Should we show them the rest?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's show them the rest of the buildings.
You're going to have to kind of use your imagination here, folks.
Big
In the
time.
last couple of weeks, I have turned this area into a bit of a dumping ground for soil and spoils and things like that. All of these piles here that you can see, they are all from inside the barn where we have been digging out to allow us to put layers of insulation and other things and concrete and things like that. That's very much for another video, but that's why you can see this giant pile of doom such as it is at the moment. But forget all that and look at this beautiful thing. And I've got one thing to show you that Ross, the welder, pointed out to me, and I didn't realise until he pointed it out. Can you see these here? And this in here. It looks like they built this building either out of a cartwheel, or it may have been the wheels from the original Moulin building that they've repurposed. Can you see where the axle would have been here? And here? Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
So,
incredible.
what's the plan for this space?
This space will be our outdoor kitchen barbecue area. Half on one side, and then potentially on the other side will be my pottery shed.
Oh, yeah. Not potentially, it's going to be.
Well,
You're going to
yeah.
have a pottery studio here,
Yeah,
100%.
somewhere down the line.
Yeah. And I think this might be the outdoor kitchen to start with.
Yeah,
But I think this whole space will be your pottery shed. Definitely, because this is just such a cracking view. Can you see the stream peeking out from through there? So a couple of trees down here. When the barn turns back into a barn, the big space here, we've got a big set of sliding doors. They are going to come out of there. This is many, many years in the future. And I made them and measured them so they will fit in here. Not the whole width, but most of it. So yeah, so hopefully many years from now, Hells will be sat here listening to Unchained Melody.
with my arthritic fingers trying to mould the pot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be amazing. Hopefully we'll be able to do it someday. So we've saved the best till last. This is the building that everyone who comes here falls in love with first. And this is what made us buy this whole complex, I think. So come and have a look. It's the winter house, the Maison Hiver. So this is really the cutest little space, and again the view's incredible. You can open these windows here. Oh, not opening for me today. Oh, here we go. And you're looking straight out into over the river. It's really incredible.
So all the new guys, you will remember this bit because you had Max strapped to your back, didn't you?
Yeah, I climbed in through the window over there.
Yeah, because we couldn't actually get in through here because there was a mountain of brambles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is, yeah, really cute little spots. One day it might be a gîte, but we'll see. When we first came here, we didn't realise there was an extra little part of this building.
I don't think we've shown anyone this.
Oh,
actually.
really?
No. Nope.
I kind of always, when we bought this place, I really did sort of dream that we would find a little secret place, and we did. It was this bit of the lean-to here, and although it doesn't look very exciting, it's really exciting because it allows us to have a bathroom in here and give a bit more space to this building. So, yeah, really good.
When it is turned into a gîte or a guest house, or yeah, whatever we are going to turn it into, yeah, there's the bathroom, the boiler, all of that sort of thing. Might be a bit tricky to actually get there to show you, but I will try and clamber over the pile of rocks of doom. This is our general pile of granite stone that we found in that building, in the floor, which was a Brucey bonus of a find, absolutely. I'm very, very happy about that. I don't know if my dad's going to be so happy, because that means we've got lots of stone for Tony to lay.
Another Tony task.
A Tony task. So yeah, so I'll climb on over and poke our heads in here. Not much to see, just a few bits and bobs. There's a couple of old window frames and stuff like that. So the majority of it will be demolished and rebuilt. Definitely on the to-do list after the main house has been done. So, what's left? The barn.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Let's do it. This is the barn, our current project. All our focus is on this at the moment so that we can move into the property, and then we can really kind of get moving on the big house, hopefully. So walk through, this will be some sliding doors and our dining area onto the kitchen and lounge, which is going to be together, and then at the end will be a mud room and shower room and laundry, all that kind of thing. Can you picture it?
Yeah, it's basically, it's just going to be one large living space down here, and where the door is here, the small door, there'll be an entrance in, and there will actually be one wall that's basically going to be in the center of this pier running through here. So 1/3 is going to be devoted to a little downstairs loo with this shower. There's going to be a little office there, and the stairs are going to go in the middle, half landing and come back on themselves. You can see the stairwell up there. Right, okay. Imagination time. This is the stairwell. Up you come. There's going to be a corridor running through here, and we will have 4 bedrooms. They're basically all going to be equal size. Each one of them is going to have a nice window. It's essentially full height. And up the far end, where that little set of scaffolding is right now, this is going to be the bathroom. It's going to be very bare bones. There's going to be a shower right there, a sink right there. We will put a little tiny window in there. The loo will go in here, and the bath will go along here. It's not going to be any wider than 1.8 meters, which is around about 6 feet. And it's not going to be luxurious in any way, shape or form, but it's literally simply here to allow us to clean ourselves whilst we work on the big house.
Yeah. Yep.
We must wash our bums.
Got to find a way to wash our bums.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. You might be wondering what these are for. Excuse me. You may be wondering what these vertical poles are for. Ross and I fitted these in order for us to basically hold this top beam up whilst we were actually kind of renovating the roof. One other thing to say about the roof. This is going to be controversial. Some of you aren't going to like this, but this is our finished roof. This is what it's going to look like on the inside. The only thing left to do is to cut off all of these self-tapping screws that we used to put the OSB down through. All of these holes will have the bolts coming through that are going to hold the brackets that we're going to have all the insulation running through. So again, we're trying to do this really as cheaply as we possibly can so we can keep as much money as possible for the main house.
Yep.
I think that's everything up here, isn't it?
Yeah. There's not a lot more to say about this place, but
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to moving into it, definitely.
Yeah. And I think that's everything.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. You are making a huge difference to us. If you could keep on spreading the word so we can grow this channel, we absolutely, fundamentally will be able to finish it.
Yeah.
You help us get there, and we will show you everything along the way. Right, there we go. It's not 100% finished because frankly the soil here, I don't think it's going to be that good for growing anything. Do you, Pete?
No, neither do I. It's lime. It's full of lime, hydraulic lime, all kind of fashion motor.
Yeah.
So.
And by the way, this is Pete or Piotr or Pierre, depending on where you are. So at the moment, you're Pierre.
In France, Pierre. In England, UK, Peter.
Oh, Pete. I used to call you Pete all the time. Pete and I used to work together many years ago in a different life.
In my country, back in my country in Poland, Piotr.
Piotr, yeah. So, Pete is here to help me tackle, well, it's behind here, the barn. And yeah, he's going to be here for a couple of months, aren't you?
Well, yeah, 10 weeks, 8 weeks, depend.
Yeah.
Up to May, put this way.
Yeah. We'll probably keep until June or July.
It rhymes. Up to May, put this way.
So yes, so we did actually film an intro of Pete a couple of weeks ago when he did turn up, but since this video is coming out this weekend, just because we had a lot of new people to come and talk to, so yeah, this is the action. That big mound that, wow, it didn't look like such a big mound.
It didn't. It took us good 8 hours, to be honest.
Yeah.
Including yesterday couple to get rid of it.
Imagine. Can you imagine if we didn't have a digger?
Oh.
You would have.
I would quit. I would go elsewhere. Oh, I'm too old for this.
Yeah, me too. Oh, thank God for diggers, eh? And thank you to all of you guys, the new ones, and also to the regulars as well. Thanks for watching. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.